Count on UK. Somebody else is starting to see the relevance. Oh my God, we have missed it by a million miles for a long time. It's time to change that. That's why you're here. This is a pivotal moment in the history of barrel racing. We understand that we are bringing a brand new conversation. We're solving old problems a brand new way by taking responsibility for ourselves and learning about our brain and how our body works, our posture, the biomechanics, so that we can be better for every horse, not just expecting them to be better for us. Somebody talk to me. How did you process yesterday? What was your biggest takeaway?
Hi,
Who is that? Is that Ava?
my name is Ashley.
What is it?
My name is Ashley.
Ashley, where are you from?
I'm from West Virginia.
All right, West Virginia, talk to me.
So my mare is just being started on barrels, so I haven't been stuck too long with her. She's already coming out of the third division, but I had an injury about early this spring, and I tore the stabilizing muscles in my hip.
Hmm.
And I never realized how bad that would affect my riding until the horse was moving on and I wasn't.
Hmm.
So you really hit some nails for me to reassure that, slowing down, backing off, fixing me would help, that I'm doing everything I needed to do right. So I appreciated that.
Yes. So Ashley, are you coming into our classes? Have we
I will
set
assume
up?
I want to get into the MAC as soon as I can as soon as I'm done with physical therapy, so I can start and be there for all of them.
Okay.
It happens to hit the same time as my physical therapy right now.
I'm going to encourage you to get the bundle. Okay.
Okay.
Come into the 3D escape plan course so that you can get into the barrel pattern right away. Even if you can't
Okay.
ride right now, I promise you can walk it on foot. I need you to start hearing things and seeing things on repeat and get you into that Wednesday coaching call so that, again, your brain and your body has time to soak it in. Anything that we
Okay.
learned in life, guys, even for grade schoolers, we learn by repetition, repetition, repetition. Just thinking we're going to magically get it in a 3-day clinic is very unrealistic. This clinic is meant to start opening your eyes. This is only the beginning. There's going to be lots of them. I'm going to talk today about a huge eye-opening moment I had this year, and I'm still just reeling over it, and I'm still working on it. Learning is a process. Unlearning is a process. So Ashley, I'm glad that you spoke up. We very much look forward to helping you, especially through your recovery, and then understanding how not to let that injury and your comeback be a compensation pattern that holds your horse back, because it does affect them more than we think, more than we realize. Anybody else want to speak up? Tell me your big aha moment about hips yesterday.
Kendra, this is Stephanie.
Yes, talk to me.
So I was lazy yesterday and hopped on my mare in my little indoor, and my bullseye was in my trailer, and I rode in a different, more popular brand of barrel saddle. And
Yeah.
I've never felt so locked in my life. And she actually pinned her ears at me at a walk, just asking her to just move around. And I had to get off and put my bullseye back on that allowed my hips to move. I was completely locked.
I'm glad that you, and it's okay to say you're right in a more popular brand. The bullseye is still like under the radar, right? It's still kind of under wraps. It's my baby. that is my passion, and the hill I will die on is that saddle design and how long it's taken me to fight for it and get it where it is today. I'm glad it happened so that you could feel the difference, because we can be in a pattern of doing things and we don't realize how detrimental it is to ourselves or our horses. So because you had that momentary switch back and now your body can feel different, your horse knows different, you can recognize the change. Whereas if you'd never switched to the bullseye, you wouldn't have even known that change was possible. You're not
Absolutely.
the only one to say that. I actually hear multiple reports. The other most recent one, Terry Petty, her bullseye had to come in for repair because the Blevins buckle had ripped a top piece of leather. And she sent it in. It took us a couple of weeks to get it fixed. And she had to ride in her other saddle. And she noticed her hip started hurting. Now her hip hurt before the bullseye saddle, but she never connected it to her saddle. And so she's like, Kendra, messaging me, is my saddle ready yet? Is my bullseye back yet? Can I come pick up my bullseye? Because once your body has been made aware that it can move different and your horse knows he or she can move different, who wants to go back to restriction? Who wants to go back to uncomfortable? I love these shoes. I love that I get to wear shorts today. I don't have to wear jeans and boots. I love my boots, but I love these tennis shoes even more. So if given the choice, what am I going to wear? These have wider room for my toes. I have more support under my foot. They have more arch support. This is my choice. So thank you for speaking up, Stephanie. I want to talk today about head position because I really didn't know just how important it was and how much a degree or two in the position of our head can be slowing our horse down. Before we get started, everyone watching, how many people are on this call right now? Nick?
5 on TikTok and 48 on Zoom.
TikTok, we have 48 people on the Zoom call. If you're on TikTok and you want to be on the Zoom call, text us, hotline 940-291-9090. So we can send you the registration link and you can come talk to us. Are you coachable? Today is going to blow your mind. Are you ready? If you are ready, type I'm ready. We understand this is new. You've got to pay attention. I understand if you have other things going on right now, but if you can turn those things off and give me your full attention, your horse deserves it. Earlier this year, we were having an in-person clinic. I'm getting ready like I do every day. And for some reason, that morning it hit me right in the forehead. I'm looking at the mirror that I look at every day of my life. And I'm like, what the heck is going on with this earring? Because my right earring was hanging lower than the other. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. Maybe Brett sent me a crooked earring because they were Trace Rios earrings. And so I look at the two earrings and I'm like, they look the same, but maybe it's the hoop, right? So I'll work it a little different and I put it back in and it's still hanging really low on the right. And I'm like, is this another sign of aging? Is my earlobe like dragging down now? What the hell? I'm not okay with that. And I was pretty shook. And I come in the kitchen and I tell everybody like, yo, I was just looking in the mirror. And apparently it had been like that for some time, but I didn't catch it. But see, my eyes are starting to develop. I see things different now. I see more detail than I did before starting Stall High and before building this coaching team and building this program. My ears are not on crooked, y'all. Can you guess what it was and what it still is that I'm working on? Wild guesses? Where are y'all at in the comment section?
Head, neck, hips, SB rotated right.
You are correct. It was my head and my neck and my hips. All signs. There's a direct correlation to me getting in the top 15, but not being able to stay there. Ready? Buckle up. I'm wearing the CAT device today. This is the Kinesthetic Awareness Training Device. You can put this on your head to retrain it. You can put it on your hand to retrain old bad habits. Learn to ride our new style that gets butter smooth turns. No resistance in your hands. Super fast on the clock. That's what we use this device for. I realized that my natural headset was like this. That's why I wore these earrings today so y'all could see it. So let me get up close. Can you see how much lower this earring drops? This is my right ear. Okay. Why was my head doing that? Let me see if y'all can I'm gonna stand like I did before I knew these things. Let me see if I can repeat my posture. What do y'all see? Describe my posture right now.
Uneven hips, hip drop,
Uneven hip.
tilted,
drop. I'm tilted. What else?
head leaning to the side, hip lowered, drop shoulder,
My head's leaning to the side, my hip lowered. I've got a drop shoulder. Ping, ping, ping. I'm curious, is anybody's horse dropping their shoulder? This is why, okay? Instead of trying to do a false fix that really doesn't fix anything, and by the way, here's a freebie, it ain't even your horse's shoulder that we've been trying to pick up. It's not their shoulder. It started somewhere else first. But that's for the classes. Get your hindquarters in class so you can see what's really causing it. Before the drop, something else disconnects. For me, my head would shift to the right because this left side was wonky. The hip socket on my left side was loose. My compensation pattern was to lean heavier on my left side, walking, standing, sitting, riding, running barrels. Can you guess which barrel I hit most often?
left,
Left. Bingo. Bullseye. All the while, oh my God, why did I hit that barrel? Damn it. I'm just not meant to be a world champion. Boo-hoo me. Cry, cry, cry. Sitting crooked the whole time. This is your body's natural, like unconscious pattern. If your body is crooked, beep, 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 wherever the little nooks and crannies and like angles aren't adding up, your head will tilt to try to keep your eyes level with the horizon so you don't get dizzy in your head. Now, how do we fix that? And let's go one step further. Are you mind blown already? Everybody out there, we have been taught for years to lope more circles, to do more drills, to buy more products, more supplements, more expensive feed, this new drug, this new therapy device, this new pain management program. Billions of dollars being spent in the equine industry. Who's talking about our earrings? Who's talking about our head placement, our hips? Let's take it a step further. Why was I leaning on my left? Any guesses? Why did I collapse so much on my left? If you were at MAC class this morning, muscle activation coaching, you know, because I shared my story and how I'm fixing it.
the pain, right leg shoulder,
Say it again.
to fix pain and right leg with shoulder.
Yes, because I had pain in my right foot. I wasn't willing to put my full body weight on the outside of my right foot or my right stirrup. No wonder I caused my horses to compensate for me. They really had no choice than to try to, oh my God, where's she going next? Why is she leaning to the left so much? Let me stay up under you, Kendra. Left barrel, left barrel, left barrel, left barrel. Why are they cutting in so close to the left barrel? What's wrong with this stupid horse? Me riding blind, unaware, not knowing the problem was in me. Well, guess what? The problem's in you too. And that's not anything to feel bad about, shameful about, or embarrassed about. If we are our horse's biggest problems, that means we can be their best solution. That's the great news. It's so easy. Once you can understand what's causing the problem, you have so much more power and you're empowered to change it. Now, I'm still working on my head position because, see, if I've been like this for decades, well, I've got decades to unlearn and repair and reprogram. I'm in process right now. The cat will help you expedite that, okay? It'll help retrain your muscles because it vibrates and it beeps. When you get in a position where you know you're not supposed to be and you can set your own parameters, it will go beep, 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 beep. And that's great. Dr. Joe Shattuck, she's the founder of this device. She's a neuroscientist. She's done a lot of research on how the mind to muscle, the muscles to mind interact. And so that is immediate reinforcement to re-educate your muscles and your mental memory, your muscle patterns. So can you see a difference in my head placement and my earrings now? What do y'all see? Describe my posture today. Gosh, I feel better.
Lined up,
I'm lined up.
earrings together, balanced, it's straight.
Yes. Now, if you'll watch me throughout this session, you're going to see a tip again, because my body, the fascia inside, it's been programmed for decades to go into this compensation pattern. So I have to remind myself, stay north, stay centered. That's why we have muscle activation coaching and assessments. We have a coach specifically designed for this part of our lives to help us activate muscles that aren't working correctly and to re-educate them so that we can correct our posture and we can be better for our horses. Now, how does this impact our horse? I mean, I'm sure everybody can be like, oh my God, I wonder if that's my problem. Is that what you're thinking right now?
Ella said she just looked in the mirror and she's the same. She's thankful that she knows now.
Smart girl, Ella. Aren't you glad you're here? All right. But there could be some Betty barrel racers out there. Betty Racer. They put on my Betty Racer hat. Y'all ready to have permission to have some fun? This is spoken in love, y'all. Kelly, you're my wingman today.
I gotcha.
All right, everybody make welcome Kelly Crowley, all the way from Oregon, our certified coach, my official wingman in this coaching program. All right, here I go. Betty Racer. Well, I mean, I'm trying to pay attention to what y'all are talking about on the stall height thing, but I mean, all I've done, like I learned when I was a kid to just pick a banner on the fence and I just look at it, and that's what helps me. I mean, it's basically the same thing.
Yes, but your depth perception can change. And if you're just doing the same thing without a coach or eyes on you helping you, how do you know you're practicing the right posture and the right eye position and head position?
Well, I follow all of the elites. I religiously watch what they're doing, the best styles in the world. And I've been to clinics, I've paid for some lessons, and my husband helps me. That's not enough.
Well, have you seen a lot of change with doing that? How's that working for you?
I mean, sometimes it works. I mean, I'm like bottom of the 2D.
And you're okay with that?
Well, I mean, if you're going to ask me that, I mean, I know my horse is better. I just don't really understand how, head position is that big a deal. I mean, I can listen to y'all. I can hear what you're saying. It sounds good. I just find it hard to believe that it makes that much difference in a horse.
Well, are you willing to try? Are you coachable?
Oh, yes, I'm coachable. Girl, I'm coachable. Of course. Yes, I'm coachable. Yes.
Okay, well, if we put a cat device on your head, what would happen? What do you think would happen?
To tell you the truth, I've never thought about it. I mean, this is all new to me. I mean, I just don't even know if you could teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, if you're willing to try it and it gets you into the 1D, what then?
I mean, that's a little hard to believe that it's that good. There's people out here spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're telling me all I have to do is work on myself and I'm gonna get in the 1D.
If it was that simple. We're finding that
sign me up.
we're finding that our horses are a lot more sensitive to our body position than we give them credit for. So what do you have to lose if you are willing to try adjusting your body position to get to the 1D?
Oh, I see your point. Okay, I understand where you're going. Well, then I'm just gonna ride my style for a second, and you tell me what you see. Young man, are you gonna follow me with the camera? Yes, I'll put those headphones on if you need to.
And Lindsay says she's impressed that you were just able to jump up there on that horse like that. We all want to be able to do that.
Can I have those headphones? Thank you, ma'am. Yes, gracias. I was taught to ride with really light hands.
Does your horse think your hands are light, or do you think your hands are light?
Well, nobody's ever asked me that. I mean, she's real light mouth. You can run her an O-ring.
Mm. And she's winning the 1D in an O-ring.
Well, no, I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to. I would love to win the 1D. I was taught to keep my elbows really tight to my body. My hands are low. Oh, go on there. Go on. Like you got to kind of kick her up sometimes.
Do you regularly inject your horse's hocks?
Well, yes, ma'am. You bet I
Have-
do.
What do you
I
think
mean, every 6 months.
what do you feel her hind legs are doing right now? Do you feel like she's striding out really well, or do you really have to
Oh, yeah.
hustle her?
Oh, no, I'm not having to hustle her. She's doing good. I mean, I don't know what you're saying. I mean, her hind feet just feel like they're moving to me.
Do you feel like you hear her feet hitting the ground? Or is she
Well,
pretty soft?
I have these headphones on, but I mean, now that you're saying that, it seems like I can hear this right back foot hitting. Is that the right back foot hitting louder than the other one? Is that what's happening?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody's ever asked me that before. I don't know.
So
I've had so many horses that you just had to hustle them, Kelly. You just had to hustle them. I mean, the better I got at hustling and just picking a spot, just past the barrel. I just had to look past the barrel and I just had to drive them up in there. I just got to drive them up in there. And when I do my job and I drive them up in there, we can leave that barrel standing about, at least 3 out of every 10 runs.
I see. So what do you think your horse feels about that hustling? Wouldn't you rather have your horse just ease up in there and make butter smooth turns?
Oh, well, I would love it. I mean, she's just never done that before. I know she loves to run because she just can't wait to get in the pen. I only need like if there's a pickup man, they'll just give me they'll ride beside her and then I'm fine. Like if I can just get her going, she's fine. And then she just wants to run so much. It is on like Donkey Kong. She will blast from the back of the alley.
I see.
She loves
And
her
how is
job.
her-
That's why she does it.
Yeah, how's her breathing when she comes out of a run?
Well, I give her Vin Pullman and breathing machines. Like she's good. She sounds like a race colt to me.
Hmm. What if I told you that we are finding ways to ride to unlock our horse's lung capacity without medication or devices?
I'd find that very interesting.
Good.
I'd find that real interesting. Because it just seems like everybody else is going to extra lengths to get their horses legged up and to make sure that they can breathe and that they're not bleeding. That's important.
It is important. What's even more important is to do it 100% organically.
Hmm. Well, yeah,
It's
but
a
I
lot
mean,
to
I just,
chew on.
it's a lot to chew on because, you know, I mean, this sport is just so expensive. And to just think we're going to go out there organically and go from the 3D to the 1D, that's a stretch. That's almost sounds too good to be true.
Hmm. Well, you have to stretch to grow, Miss Betty.
Well, girl, I've been stretching. I can't bend my Rocky Mountains anymore. That's why I'm in these shorts today. All right. Thank you, Kelly. All right. Let her rip, Tater Chip. Let's go. Let me put on my new leader cap, stall high style. I'm going to ride differently. Okay. Actually, let me put this on real quick. Y'all study her before I even walk around. Study my mare's posture, just like you studied mine. Okay, let me put this Betty hat back on. I'm going to sit the way I used to. Okay. I didn't know. So walk around and let people describe her posture. What do y'all see? Where are her legs? What's her head doing? How would you describe this horse? In years past, I would describe this rider as comfortable, confident, relaxed. But is this my best? What do you see in Betty's posture, y'all? Y'all are being quiet. Is that because you're studying? You're looking through a microscope?
Everywhere. Instantly took a breath.
She instantly took a breath. Her ears are where? Pinned. Where are her back legs? Sprawled out.
Chris Irwin would say, he would say that your horse is anywhere else but with you right now.
That's
And
money.
looking at her hind legs, she has zero intentions on using her butt right now.
Mm-hmm. Do you think perhaps she's dissociating a little bit?
1000%. Anywhere but here, paying zero attention to you.
Yep. All right, let's go into stall high style. What changes immediately? I can already feel it.
She
What'd she
engaged
just
her
do?
spine,
What else?
licked her lips.
Woo! Come on. Did you see her left leg move?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it now?
She's up in front, ready to engage herself, lead with that left hind leg.
Come on. Can y'all see the transformation right in front of your eyes? The industry tradition has told us to fix the problem with money, to fix it with supplements, to fix it with recycled drills, ride harder, condition them more. Look at the changes. Now, what is she doing? What just happened? What did she readjust?
She just stretched out and curled her tail.
Do her front feet look different?
Yeah, she reached forward with her right front.
Okay. Is she more
Right.
square or less square than when I was sitting with the black cap on?
She's more square in the back. She's
Good.
yeah, her front feet are further apart, so she's more square
Ah, this is
in
good.
that aspect.
Balance is so important, guys. Our central nervous system has to feel safe in order to trust its environment. That is the same for a horse. Can y'all see the difference? I'm going to go ride. Kelly, let's talk through our what we just did a moment ago. So I want you to describe what's different about this mare's posture and her back feet now.
Well, she's stepping in her front tracks already. This first stride off, she was already reaching under herself. Her hind feet are going all the way up to be under your butt.
What? And why is that important, Kelly?
Well, the longer stride, the less effort and the faster time on the clock. So
Come on now. Just by the way I'm sitting, I have changed, y'all. And it's not just about sitting straight. There's a lot more mobility in my hips, my back, the middle of my back, my lower spine has more rotation in it. The back of my neck is becoming stronger. I'm able to support corrective posture. And the first thing in correcting posture is find out where your compensation patterns are, which is why we have coaches to help us. Coaches who know a whole lot more than we do. Kelly, you and I have been running barrels for a long time. But we have to have coaches who know what we don't. We're stronger together. We don't want to just pat ourselves on the back for what we already know, what we've already accomplished. Stall High is about continuing to grow, continuing education, stall higher education. Don't plateau, don't quit. We're all capable of more, regardless of how much we've already won or how successful we've already been. Okay, let me go the other way. Good girl. Good girl. Can y'all all see the difference? Which one would any horse prefer?
So the other thing, she has a lot of life in her tail. She's not swishing her tail, but she has it picked up, and there's just a lot of movement flowing in her tail, which you and I and those of us who are in class are learning to watch for that, because that means that her top line is fully engaged, her spine is fully engaged, which is her synovial pump, which means her brain is fully engaged. And I better stop there before everyone's brains are blown.
Is this not crazy, y'all? This is crazy. This is a Dash to Fame mare. Barrel horses are either being blamed or they're being laughed at. We're mocking them. We've been kind of making it a joke that we can tame the dragon. Do you like to live that way? Do you like to feel chaotic? Like the barn's on fire every day of your life? Do you like that? Do you choose to live that way? When given the choice, they don't. That is their body language. It's time we listen. It's time we improve ourselves. Can we all agree on that? We're capable of more. This is a professional sport. We're professional athletes. Let's act like it. The good old boys and the good old girls club, that's just the way it's always been done. Yeah, but no one taught me this. Or yeah, but my trainer said, yeah, but it's going to keep you stuck in a rut. I am talking to somebody. Somebody out there is cheering like, yes, finally, answers. Thank you. Who is willing to keep learning? Have we flipped that switch? Have we turned on your learning brain? Are we peeling the blindfolds off? Talk to us.
We had a lot of yeses.
Yes. Yes, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Something my grandmother, my nana used to say, which by the way, she's the reason I went to college. She's the reason why I have a degree in speech pathology. Had it been up to me, I would have stayed at the ranch with my dad. I would have trained race colts all day and I would have had my barrel horses. I did not enjoy school ever. I didn't want to go to college. It wasn't a choice in my family. And my grandmother paid for it. And she said, honey, child, she said, an education gives you choices. And she said, I don't care. You pick what you want to do. I don't care what you pick, but go pick something. And I don't even care if you don't do that thing. She said, but you got to have it, because she grew up through the Depression. And she said, I want you to have choices. If life doesn't turn out the way you want, you got choices and you can support yourself. And she said, the thing about education, I want everybody here to hear Nana Rosenberger's words of wisdom. The thing about education is once you got it, nobody's ever going to take it from you. What we are learning, you can rinse and repeat on every horse you ride. You can increase every horse's stride. You can help them naturally calm down without having to feed a bunch of CBD calming crap. How much are y'all spending on that? How much are you spending on joint supplements? Not that it's a bad idea. Sure, it's good. But if the way you were taught to ride is causing excess pressure on their joints, stop riding that way. There is a new way that we're learning how to ride. And again, we're all learning this. I'm learning this and I'm fascinated because my body looks different, feels different, and I'm more accurate than I've ever been. I'm able to now detect the pattern that once was on every single horse wanting to step in close to the second and the third barrel. Well, now they're freeing up and they're more straight. They don't feel like a little magnet just wanting to get real close to the front side of the barrel. Barrel racing is no longer a mystery. There's always a root answer to it. And it's so much easier than what we've ever thought. But it is going to take open eyes, open ears, and an open mind to see it. Are y'all with us? Kelly, do you mind sharing with your screen what their options look like?
Yes.
I want them to see Mat Class. I want them to see the 3D escape plan. And I want them to see what the cat pack looks like.
Yes, yes. I don't know how to mute while I'm sharing my
Oh.
screen. So if my kids start shouting, someone will have to mute me.
Okay.
All right. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah. Yes, girl.
Okay. Perfect.
Oops.
So,
Good save, Nick.
so this is our bundle here. So the 3D
Okay.
Escape Plan Mat Class bundle, which is what you all want. Y'all need it.
I love it. We have Mat Class this morning, and it is a workout class, but it's not a traditional workout class because I've had personal trainers before. I've taken a stab at driving to town or doing the gym membership, and I hated it. This is different. This is more about posture coaching and understanding how to activate muscles in the correct order, not just to avoid pain, but to improve your posture. And at the end of class, cases, I love Mat Class, we have open Q&A so that we can translate it to how it's going to help you in the saddle with your horse. There I was before. Boy, look at that. You see that little picture on the left? I was feeling myself that day. I thought I looked so damn good. And I was on the beach and I was like, ooh, you know what? I haven't felt this good in a long time. I'm going to take a selfie and send it to Chad. And then I saw it and I was like, whoa, that is not me. That is not who I thought I was. And then the picture on the right in the blue bikini, I took that picture this summer. And that's when my muscles were first starting to come to the party, when the communication signals were starting to fire and I was starting to get some muscle activation and definition. And I think I took that picture in July. So there's more definition now. Because there's more communication flowing through my body and my central nervous system. Kay says her muscles are finally firing. Well, you're on the fast path then, lady, because you've only been in that class for what? This is your second week. All right. This 3D escape plan, Kelly, what's in it?
Yes, so you are going to get these modules. So all of them are the 3D escape plan. You see the saddle analysis. So that's where you're going to see in-depth comparisons to traditional barrel saddles versus the bullseye and good explanation of why your traditional barrel saddle is hindering your hips and therein your success and all of that. So that's in the saddle analysis. I believe we also talk about stirrups and the importance of what kind of stirrup you wear or use in that one as well. Then we have the mind and body connection. So that is, we'll get into that one here just so we can see what's there. You're going to have some tips and tricks and coaching on how to regulate yourself, your horse and yourself together. So that's going to dive a little bit into that central nervous system, that regulation that we talk about, which is very important. So those of you who are blacking out in the alleyway or blacking out on the way to your first barrel, some of that's you're going to get a little taste of how to help those issues there. There's also some more tack adjustment tips in that one as well. Let me go back here. Then we have the biggest gold nugget, I say, of the whole 3D escape plan would be your barrel pattern. So you get that. So that is your step-by-step. I see you, buddy. Sorry, got a loud kid. Your step-by-step, hoof by hoof method for teaching the pattern, for simplifying and breaking down the brick walls that we've all run into and don't understand why. So Kendra's barrel pattern is refreshingly simple and your horse will thank you. So
And it took me a long time to get there, Kelly. It took me a long time, but once I got that barrel pattern down pat, I trained a lot of horses, and it made me a very good living for a long time. I don't know if anybody here wants a side hustle. If you want to make and sell horses, you are going to get my blueprint. I'm also very passionate about feed. Let's get you on a clean feed program so that you're not fighting feed, y'all.
So that's explained in here as well.
Yes, we're the whistleblower. There's a lot of just, it sounds good. It's marketed well. Everybody's doing it. Yeah, but I thought I needed that. That is one of the biggest things you are fighting against.
Yes. And then we have how to start the process of unlocking your hips. Where did that go? So riding with your horse in what we've called attunement, that forward figure 8, learning how to start feeling your horse's movement and feeling your own hips moving. And that I will just say, it's a work in progress constantly. So once you start to get your hips going, you're going to feel very weird.
Yes.
Awkward.
Yes. That's it.
And
if you're
just
doing it
stick
right.
with it. Yes, because any movement is better than no movement. And you, like all of us, will find that you are a lot more stuck in your hips than you realize. And that's okay, because awareness is the first step. And then, like I said, any movement is better than none. So whatever movement you have to get your hips freed up and start moving with your horse is going to just become better and better as you go along and refine your movements, and you'll learn about diagonals. So I know you talked about that dynamic X. I think it was maybe in the VIP yesterday, but our horses and our bodies ourselves are built on an X, and so learning how to use that to our advantage is pretty cool.
It's very cool.
And very necessary. So I think
and then And so we've got some really good questions coming in. Nick, can I hand this back to you? Um, we used to sell a 21-day course where you could come in and get access to all of this, and it sold just right at $1,500. We've dropped that price. It's now a monthly subscription for $167 a month. You can cancel anytime. You will get immediate access into all of those things Kelly just showed you, but we want you to stay with it because we noticed some people who would take that course, they'd be like, oh, this is amazing. This is great. And then they would go and we're like, where are you going? There's so much more to learn. Stay with us, stay plugged in. Like that's just the beginning. So we want you to stay with it and we don't want to overwhelm anyone. You can look at check your email every week because you're going to get new coursework every week going forward. And you get to decide, how long do you want to stay here? How long is it beneficial? How long is it adding value to you and your horse? And some of you may lickety split, like boom, crack out of that 3D into the 2D when you're ready for the 1D fast track. Well, that's when we step you up. So yes, I think there was a question like, can I buy things separately? It is priced in such a way we want you to have access to all of it. It's a no-brainer. For those who don't want monthly payments, get your cat pack so you can train with this. I'm going to take my headphones out. Sherry and Patty, will you come talk about what y'all did this morning? Y'all had a cat training session on the back porch. Oh, Patty. Patty's all the way here from Tennessee this week. She's been in our program just over a year. She's got her hair down today. It looks beautiful. I love it. Sherry, what did y'all work on today? What'd you do with the cat device?
What did y'all work on today? My phone is helping me over there, telling me what I did this morning. Sorry. So we introduced the cat device this morning. Well, you've had it, so you've played with it some. Yeah. And what were you doing at home with it?
I was just sitting on my yoga ball and kind of working on my hand placement, going around the barrels and my reins, using the reins and where my elbow should be and how I should be sitting.
So the cat comes with basically 3 modules. The first one is we call the butter smooth turns. And then the second one is the torso. And there's 2 different modules within the torso one. So you were just talking about the butter smooth turns. Had you played with the torso one yet?
I tried, but I realized now I was doing it wrong because I wasn't hinging at my hips. I was hinging more lower down in my hips.
So the cat is, and I'm getting feedback in my own earbuds. They're driving me crazy. Sorry. The cat device is made so that you are practicing. I have it upside down. Sorry. That you are practicing either on your saddle in your saddle rack, or you can practice on a yoga ball, so that you are remapping your body and your muscles, so that you're not making your horse go through some of your learning process. And so if you want to, what is that? Ride a cowboy, save a horse, whatever it is. We're gonna use the cat. Save yoga ball. There we go. Is it? It takes the wear and tear, because as I've said, my story is, I came and did some of the stall high stuff, and I started running again, and I was getting so frustrated because I could come to the practice pen, or I could go to my home pen where I'm at every Tuesday, and I could execute it beautifully. But then I went and ran, and I felt like I haven't learned anything because I couldn't execute it during the run. And so that's what this is supposed to help us with. And it does help us with, is that it helps us remap our muscles and our mind and brain to work together, so that what I'm learning and what all these buzzing and beeping and all of that is helping with the remapping. And so we broke out the new videos from Colorado. So you hadn't seen them until today. Do you agree that that one is the favorite video?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
And you want to tell them what was in that video?
It's Kendra. Visualize, she's on a saddle rack, visualizing a run, taking it step by step, breaking down that 15-second run to 4 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
And just showing you exactly what you need to do. And so I know I need to do that and speed up doing
And we paused it, what,
several times.
several times during it. It was like, okay, are you, you know, and it was good. And I recommended that you do it in front of a mirror, because I was your mirror today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Patty, okay, what do you think you're doing? I'd pause it, or you'd say, hey, pause it. Wait a minute. She's doing something or saying something differently than what I thought. So, and the nice thing is that you can play that however many times you want. And so what are you going to do with that video next?
I'll go sit on my new yoga ball since my cat punctured my other, and or get on my saddle on a stand and just practice that, visualize it, and work on getting it quicker, you know, better muscle memory.
Because one thing, Dr. Joe, who's the inventor of this device, who's also a former professional racquetball player, so she knows something about the competition world and the mind games with being a doctor of neuroscience too, is that's one of the things she said, is if you're just visualizing at, you know, and you're taking 4 minutes to run through every step of the run, you're not going to be able to execute it in the arena. So you've got to take that and dial in and get faster, so that when you get out there, and I was like, oh, well, no wonder I couldn't, you know, I was like, oh, I did these 3 things, but I didn't do these other 10 things that I should have. And I thought I was ready for. And the neuroscience that she brings to the table, and with being a professional athlete and helping coach us how to be, you know, better competitors in what I call the mind game side of it. So, so was the cat able to do more for you than what you thought?
Oh yeah. It helped me to learn by doing, because I mean, you can watch video after video and see what you're supposed to do and try to imitate that. But with the cat, it shows you exactly where your posture needs to be, and you can work on that.
Well, and the cool thing is, you know, I was able to be there with you, and I'm
Right.
like, okay, touching you in places and going, okay, I need you stronger here, or less bend here, or initiate the movement here. And so
I
that
should have recorded that so I can play it with me every
over and
time.
over again, you'll hear me in
Use
your
the
head.
cat, yeah.
So I love it because, again, you know, save your horse and the frustration that, you know, here I was getting frustrated and blaming Bubbles because it's like we would never make any progress. And, you know, it was me.
It's definitely an upgrade from anything we've known in past decades of barrel racing. It really is like elevating the whole sport, and not just we're the only horse people using it, but there's a lot of other athletes and
Mhm.
other sports that are training with the kinesthetic awareness device now. And something that Joe really, like, she caught me out of left field while we were filming these new video modules. I'm curious, does anybody struggle with pressure? You got a lot of pressure at home, either from your parent, your husband, your friends who mean well, your mother. Patty's up there going,
A lot of yeses.
Father-in-law.
okay. This can teach you how to handle pressure. It's going to train your body and your brain differently without your horse having to go through the hardship of you learning or unlearning. Here's what Dr. Joe had me do while we were filming these new video modules. There's over 40 of them that come with this device. She said, okay, Kendra, like, let's practice your parameters. You know, you're going to go through this hand movement. And as you do that, I want you to spell the word barrel backwards. Excuse me? Like, I have to think about spelling it correctly. B-A-R-R-E-L. Everybody right now, okay, just try to spell it backwards out loud. How quick are you? Does it fuddle your brain for a minute? That is your brain stuck in a rut. Do you see my little head just tip that way? Uh-oh. I put my head back on straight and glue my eyeballs in. It will train your brain and your nervous system to handle pressure, to be able to think through problems, problem solve, and stay regulated without having those knee jerk or like nearly passing out reactions. Your central nervous system can be retrained, y'all. We can expand our tolerance level. We're all learning to do that in the classes. Does this blow your mind? I ask this all the time because my mind is continuously blown at the things that we are learning and the results that we're seeing with every rider who comes into Stall High. So if you want this, if you don't want to do the monthly subscription, you want the one-time price, here it is, Cat Pack. You still get the barrel pattern so that you can see how to stop doing drills and wasting time and putting your horse's spine in a bind. Go with the Cat Pack. You get your cat device. You get the new training modules. There's over 40 videos in there. Use this code right now. This code is good until Sunday night. 3DEP. Somebody write that down. Kelly, do you have a link, or do we have all 3 links for people who want to choose their path this week?
Yes, we've been dropping them.
Okay. Thank you. Y'all look in the comments. She's going to drop them for you. So let's go back up here to the top. You want to get started? This is a no-brainer. This is cheaper than a gym membership and way better. It's going to start fixing your posture. You're going to learn about compensation patterns and how to correct them. And you're going to learn how to apply these new muscle activations to your horse. This is Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. 3D escape plan. This is your coursework. It's $167 a month. Come on, y'all. You're spending more than that on exhibitions. We had one lady come through our program that had spent thousands of dollars. I think it was early March, and she had already spent several $1,000s this year on exhibitions alone. You're not going to do that anymore. You're not going to need to anymore. This barrel pattern is so simple, even a young horse with 0 experience on the barrel pattern can get it quickly. We do recommend the bundle. When you get both, when you put it with Mat Class, okay, fix yourself, fix your horse and your barrel pattern together, you're going to save 25% right now. Kelly, is that link in there? Where do they find that link? It's in the comments? It's in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Cat Pack, if you want this one. If you need something else, well, come on, talk to us. We have a hotline. We're here to help you. If you purchased a bit from me at some point, or the Steady Ride stirrups, you want to know about a Bullseye saddle, you want to get on the list and test ride a saddle, you want to go ahead and order a saddle. Bullseye saddles are custom fit to you. Now we have our equine behavior coach, James Davison. He's helping custom fit to the horse. That's a double whammy. Huge value. Let us know what it is you need. We really do want to get to know each horse and rider team as an individual so that we can customize the path that makes the most sense for you and for your horse and for the results that you want. Based on what y'all have seen this week, give me some feedback. Was this clinic helpful?
Lindsay says, yes, very helpful. Thank you.
Good. How does it compare to other things you've done before?
Joey also says, yes, very helpful.
Good. Joey, was it what you expected when you signed up for it? Can you talk to us?
They said no.
Okay. Not what you expected? Or no, you can't talk to us?
Can't talk.
Okay.
Hey,
No, you
I would
can't.
love,
No, I
Sandra's
can
on
talk.
here and she had the VIP yesterday. I would
Hang
love to
on.
hear just
I
2
think
minutes.
I think Joey is here.
Yes, I was here.
Yay.
Where? Yeah. Talk to me. What did you think this clinic was going to be?
Not as insightful and helpful as this was.
Ah,
I just thought it was more going to be, I need to, like, I guess people judge me because of my legs, and it's a medical thing that's never going to change. And I cannot ride with my legs. It's all through my hands. And
okay.
this is at a walk, watching you ride bareback, I can do that. But at speed, I can't add an outside or inside leg.
Okay.
And nothing was stated that I have to do that, or, well, then that's not going to work. This is all going to work. I just have to build a little bit more, but the medical thing will never change. I will never get some of that feeling back. So at the speed type stuff, I guess if I use my legs a little too hard is when I go numb. It's never going to come back.
Okay. So Joey, it just immediately wants, like, my brain is jump into your saddle. I
Yes.
immediately want to know, are you in metal stirrups? Are you in slanted
I-
stirrups? What's the length of your
Metal.
stirrups? Are your stirrups
in that-
pulling your hip joint behind you? Is your saddle seat keeping your hips in a static position? Are you if you don't have the same feeling and communication to your lower limbs, then you have got to be able to ride with your spinal cord. And if your saddle is
Yes.
locking your spine right now, you're forfeiting communication. You're forfeiting movement. Is your horse a little bit stoic through the turns?
I'm not sure what that means.
Stiff.
No. One is, but I don't know if it.
I'm losing you. One horse is, one horse isn't.
One horse is stiff, but I don't know if it's her or not. I don't recall it ever being her or my saddle. She just got over a deep suspensory ligament tear.
Okay.
And is just coming back. So she feels really stiff in the front. And I don't know stretches for her. I'm just kind of making up ones and just stretching her.
Mhm.
But she got the tear back September 10th of last year.
Okay.
So she's just coming back. My
Okay.
other mare, she seems to short stride it in the back, very front ended, seems like.
Okay.
And the mare that's the heavy question mare, no, she is as fluid and leaves me behind all the time. She's wicked. She's got a ton of reining training, cow training, everything, roping training. She's got a ton of all that.
We like her. Well, I definitely want to get you in class so that we can start developing the relationship, get to know more about you, do the more video assessments. Did we do your video assessment in the VIP already?
No, I had just gotten over, and I'm not fully over, an accident from the little dun mare. So I had told you money wise is not
We talked on Monday, didn't we?
feasible. Yes,
We talked on
it is.
Monday. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not feasible for me right now. I've had 2 CAT scans, 2 MRIs,
Hmm.
3 sets of X-rays. I'm coming back. Everything is clear. But they put me down.
Good.
They thought I injured my liver and everything.
Well, I'm so thankful. Whatever video you saw that caught your attention that made you sign up for this clinic, I am very thankful. I'm thankful that you've shown up every day. I'm thankful that you have an open mind, that you are receptive to learn, because sadly, Joey, a lot of people aren't. They're still
Oh, no, I'm
closed off
ready.
to it. So I commend you for
I'm very
being
ready.
good. Good. Well, stay in touch
just-
with us. This is not the
Yeah,
end. Stay in
I just
communication
hope
with
you have
us.
more further clinics. I got to get over the big,
Okay.
ginormous hospital bills.
Let's
And
get you
now we have
over it.
EHV1 breakout, so we're not doing much
Right.
anything.
Well, and let's talk about that. Obviously, nobody saw that coming. There's a
No.
huge scare right now. My heart goes back to out to everybody who's, had a horse that's been put at risk or is, exhibiting symptoms. I think we've already lost a horse or some horses in the industry. That's terrible. And I know that a lot of producers and people who had money on the line to compete, all of that's been disrupted. I want to challenge people in love to consider, if this door closed, could this be a time to look within? If you are being forced into stall rest, maybe it's winter weather, maybe your association's not running right now, maybe it's EHV, for whatever reason, you're not able to compete as much as you want to. That could work to your advantage when you are coachable and willing to improve yourself. That's what we're doing. This is your off-season training program. If the weather sucks where you live, get your cat so that when spring cracks out, you're going to be ahead of your competition light years. This is your quantum leap. There is no faster way to retrain your old habits and to have new muscle memory, a new style. And people sometimes get scared with that. Like, I don't want to change my style. Then why are you here? Why'd you sign up? This isn't for you. This is for riders who are willing to continue to grow, not plateau. This is for riders who are curious, who are tired of just blowing money and banging shins on the barrel. There's a different way. We're going to make it real easy for you to get it, for you to understand it and access the information. We're here to support you. We're doing it ourselves. We're not just saying you should do it. We're doing it ourselves. So that's why we have the online program. And that's why we're so passionate about having these clinics so that y'all get to come take a test ride, see if it makes sense to you. Anybody else? Stephanie, you were speaking up right when Joey hit unmute. Talk to me.
Yeah, sorry about that. I saw that Sandra was on here and thought we could hear maybe a minute or two about her VIP session yesterday, if she's able to talk.
Hello there.
Hey,
How are y'all?
with our visit. Great.
Well, I can't, I don't think there's enough words to explain what, how incredibly special and personal that the VIP session was for me yesterday for my video breakdown. It really opened my eyes to understand where I'm losing time, where my mare is great and where we need to work on me. When you have a horse that like mine that is just pretty much automatic and yet you're stuck in the 3D and you hear and you watch and you listen to others and you think, gosh, I know she's bred to be faster and she's, what's the hang up? And when they explain to you with science and degrees of, angles and formulas of things that make it like black and white, it's really eye-opening. And I encourage anybody who hasn't done this to take the time and the money and invest in yourself for your horse's benefit, because I can't hardly wait to move on and do more things with this kind of program. So
I'm
thank you.
excited. You sound different today. So your voice sounds lighter today. I'm excited to see you 30 days from now. I'm excited to see you 6 months from now. I'm excited to see where you're going to be a year from now, because what you are stepping into, you still don't know yet. Like, you're not in there yet. When you get in, I promise we're not overselling it. We've all had those like, oh, whoa, I didn't know. I wasn't prepared for this, but this is cool. Like, we understand we are on the path. We now have the map. The X marks the spot to the holy grail of horsemanship and the holy grail of barrel racing. It will forever change the way the sport has been played and the way these horses have and are
And I
being
think too,
played.
if you're sitting here listening to all this going on and you're like, well, I really don't have a finished horse. I really don't have this. I've got a young horse or a horse that I bought that maybe had some problems. My good horse was injured on Friday and she's out for a little while, and I have a 4-year-old. And yesterday was super encouraging because Kendra and Kelly explained how this stuff all starts like when you're learning a new dance. Like, you're going to learn from walking to the next step. And if you can't master it until you master it a walk, you're not going to move on. Well, that speaks my 4-year-old's language, because that's about where we're at. We can trot and lope the pattern, but it's baby steps right now. So that's encouraging that this applies to every horse. I think that when you look in the mirror, when I've told my students 100 times, if your horse isn't working well, or things aren't going the way that you want, or you've got your run didn't look the way that you want it to be, look in the mirror first. And look in the mirror first.
I got it right here. And I'm living proof. I looked in the mirror every day, but I didn't catch it.
Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't see this earring was so much lower. I didn't understand just how much I was carrying on my left side. And I didn't understand how I was shying away from full contact on my right foot because it felt normal to me. It can't be me, right? How many people just keep going through saddle after saddle after saddle, horse after horse after horse, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars? Considering that, starting at $97 a month, there are women who spend more getting their nails done. There are women who
Right.
spend more at
Yes.
Starbucks. Come on.
Mhm.
Nobody can say, I don't have money for that, except for Joey. She got some medical bills to pay for right now, but she's already committed to coming in when she can. But we have priced this in such a way so that it's a no-brainer, so that people will come in, test it. If it doesn't work for you and you don't absolutely love it, no problem. You can cancel it anytime. But we want you to stay with us because there is more to learn. This is not a, like you hear people say, like it's not a rich, quick scheme. It's not a magic wand. You do have to do the work. We'll show you the path. We'll make it easy for you, but you got to do it. The good news is it's way easier than the way it's always been done. You're not going to have to spend hours a day or even a full hour a day on your horse. It's minutes a day. It is a time saver. You're going to get a lot quicker result in a safer way, physically, mentally, and financially for both you and your horse. Did I miss anything or anyone before we hop to the VIP?
We have some concerns that they may have, someone said something about not being able to feel part of their leg, and would they be able to do the MAC program?
Yes, I would come into MAC class even if you have injuries, if you have hardware, if you've had surgeries, even if you are recovering from a surgery right now. Like Stephanie and Kelly said, you need to start hearing it on repeat. Watch, listen, watch, listen, watch, listen. Pre-expose your brain and your body to what's coming. That is so helpful. Again, it's like anything we learn. If you want to be good at it in any other sport or any other profession, you know that you're going to invest in a coach or you're going to invest in an educational program. Well, every one of them is built on repeat. And this is quality repeat. If you have had a surgery, you're coming back from a surgery, our coach, Thomas Jones, wants to help you not get into a compensation pattern that you get stuck in. Now, there can be good compensation patterns for you, Joey. We know we're dealing with a medical issue that you said can't be changed. Okay, well, I want his eyes to assess you to make sure you're not falling into a compensation that doesn't serve you well. Let's find a compensation, a good compensation around the issues that helps you get an even better result. If we can't completely fix it, can we make it better? Well, that's what we're experiencing in the MAC class. So yes, next question, Sherry.
I think that's it.
Any last questions before I end this one and go VIP? I want to see every one of you in my class on Wednesday. Okay. You choose any level, you get to come to class on Wednesday. That is a power jam session every Wednesday where we do video coaching. That's our big powwow, big showdown, big coaching call once a week. Get together. If you can't come live, catch that replay. We need to get you plugged in. You're going to hear our other coaches coaching. They are brilliant. You will learn more than you ever thought possible with your horse. Kelly, is that a wrap before we go VIP?
I think so.
Fantastic. I'm proud of you all for being here. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to us. When you text our hotline, you're not talking to a bot. You're talking to one of us. 940-291-9090. Everybody who got your VIP pass, those of you who still have a video to assess, we're going to go live right after we end this Zoom. If you didn't get that chance and you want it, send us a text right now. We'll make sure you get in on that call. I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in class. Bye, everybody.